welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my best tips for how to overcome PCOS. I'm so excited about this video because I know that if you're going to start applying the tips that I'm going to be sharing here today, you might get pregnant pretty fast. So let's dive in and see how can we help to overcome PCOS and infertility and get pregnant in the most natural way without any medication, treatment, or supplements. So the great news is that PCOS is absolutely reversible. And no matter how many years you're suffering from this and how strong the symptoms that you're experiencing, you can absolutely heal your body in the most natural way. And we're going to discuss this today in this video. I want to remind you right now that you can solve this with medication, but medication are really not going to treat the root cause of the problem. They're just going to treat the symptoms, which eventually might not even lead to a pregnancy or a healthy one. In this video, I want to talk about the most natural ways to heal the body from PCOS and reverse this condition potentially forever. And finally, of course, get pregnant. All right, so let's dive in. When we are trying to heal PCOS, we have to take a look at two aspects that are related to each other, but they're also separate in a way. So the first part will be the physical part. So that means everything that is related to how I treat my body physically. What do I eat? How much do I sleep? What is my stress sources? How do I treat my body in terms of physical activities? How much do I move it? All of these things are related to physical. The second approach, the second part, is my mental, emotional, psychological part. So that's where I want to dive into my system of beliefs and ask myself, what do I actually think, believe all the time, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, about parenthood, about motherhood? Maybe I'm afraid to be pregnant. I had a client that actually told me that she did not want to get pregnant for over 5 years because she thought she might die while she was delivering her child, and took her over 5 years to get over that. So you really need to ask yourself in that part, what are my limiting beliefs that I possibly have that I need to start treating and reversing, just like I need to reverse some of my physical conditions. But in this video, I really want to dig more about the physical part, because here's the truth, and it's really, really important, so pay attention here and stay with me. Even if you're the most negative person in the world, if you eat the right foods and you do the right things, which I'm going to point on just in a second, you might get pregnant anyways, because let's just be real. There is many people out there that are not most positive or not the most wanting kids in the world that still get pregnant. So it still means that there is something there in the body that can be prepared and have the soil to have a pregnancy. Now, maybe it's not going to be a healthy pregnancy, right? And this is what we want to achieve here. But it can carry a pregnancy and a baby during this time. So today, I really want to focus and give you the tips that are related to the physical part of reversing PCOS. All right, so this one is not going to be a huge surprise for you, and you probably heard that already, or at least saw a video or two about this if you are really eager to figure out how to overcome PCOS. And it's because it's true. You have to give up on sugar. Surprise! All right, but what's special really about this, and how is it related to the ketogenic diet? So when we're talking about keto approach, all right, so this is where most people unfortunately don't really understand what does it mean to remove sugar. Understand that all carbohydrates are sugar. Now, I don't mean that you need to remove all carbohydrates out of your diet. I am just pointing on that you have to be more aware of your carbohydrate intake and the types of carbohydrate that you're consuming while trying to heal your body from PCOS. Because a high carb diet, even if it doesn't contain added sugar, like the wide granular actual sugar, but it does have still a high content of carbohydrates, which is about 60, 70, maybe even 50% of your diet is carbohydrates, which, maybe you went to the doctor and he told you that's what a healthy diet is. I'm here to challenge that and tell you, if you want to reverse this condition, you gotta lower down the threshold. You gotta go lower. You gotta go to anywhere between 5 to 10% of your diet, and it all needs to come from non-sugary, non-starchy kind of carbs. So focus on a low glycemic, low sugar types of fruits and plenty of vegetables. All right, so that was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is also a little bit of a surprise, or maybe not. Dairy. Dairy is highly inflammatory. Now, if you are just a regular woman that really has no problem to get pregnant, this tip may not be your concern. But when we are trying to heal a chronic condition, we're gonna do everything it takes, everything that needs to happen, right? We're gonna take all the precautions and we're gonna do the best that we can, because we wanna tell ourselves that we did the best that we can in order to make this baby happen naturally, right? This is what we really want. So you're the mama that came to my channel because you believe that you can heal yourself naturally, and I'm just here to show you the way. So dairy is also highly related to miscarriages. So if you're watching this video and you already experienced one, doesn't matter at what stage of your pregnancy, know that this is absolutely one thing that you want to remove, and it doesn't matter the quality of the product that you're using. In the time that we're healing PCOS and trying to get pregnant, we will remove all types of dairy product. All right, so tip number 3 is a secret weapon that I have. Listen up. Intermittent fasting. You're probably already familiar with this term, and there is a way to do it. So we definitely do not want to deplete our body from necessary calories, because if we deplete our bodies and go into this extreme losing weight type of diet, pregnancy is probably not going to happen to you, because you're putting your body into so much stress that you have already anyways, then it's just going to go worse. So you're asking, wait, so that's just really, really confusing right now. I know, but most women, when they're trying to heal their body from PCOS, they also have some level of weight that they need to lose, or they actually really need to fight inflammation, which is often, very, very often, too often, is found especially in women that are extremely fit. You heard me right. So if you are one of these women that are really, really caring about your fitness and your training and you're really watching your diet, I want to tell you that maybe fasting would not be the best approach for you specifically. If you do need to lose some weight, intermittent fasting, while focusing on the right foods that I'm going to be talking about, in the rest of the time in your eating period, can really, really boost up this inflammatory processes and help your body heal faster. I hope this makes sense for you. Now, if you want me to talk more about intermittent fasting and you find it fascinating for you, you can leave a comment right here. And this is a topic that I love talking about, so just ask for it and you will get it. Tip number 4 would take a look at all the processed foods that we're eating. And that can also be like, not a surprise, right? But so often we don't even understand what kind of processed food are we eating? What is considered to be a processed food? You can hear all of this professionals saying, don't eat processed food, but nobody actually says, what does it mean? All right, so since I'm taking a very natural approach here, I'm gonna be looking at foods that are without any packages, without any, mixed ingredients. So even if you eat a sauce that is made out of very natural ingredients, if it has like 10 ingredients in it, you probably want to take it out of your diet right now. So that's just an example. We want to remove as much as we can foods that are mixed with all kinds of ingredients, especially if we can't read them. Everything that is have colors in them, even natural colors, I would really recommend at this point to take a deep look in your plate and be the one person that knows what's in it more than anybody else. You need to be eating in a way that you can tell exactly what it is on your plate. Does this make sense? Okay, so if I'm eating a salad, it's really clear to me that everything here is just vegetables. But when I'm eating a dressing or I bought some packaged food in the store because I didn't have the time to fix a meal for myself, I really lose a grip on what is in my food right now. And it can look very innocent and maybe like a catering thing, like you're buying it from a restaurant and it's cooked food, but you really have no idea what kind of oils this food was cooked in. Maybe, and most likely, it was cooked in a lot of vegetable oils, which are absolutely toxic to your body and will increase inflammation very easily. So I would really encourage you to remove those processed foods and start to cook your own meals from today. Tip number 5 is talking about environment. So that is not related to food, and it is something that is super important to pay attention to. Hi, Philly is participating in the video. Okay, so it's super important to take this into consideration. Many women that are choosing to go with a natural approach to heal PCOS are a little bit slacking off in this area. And this is why I mention it here, because it's related to the physical changes that we need to do. Now, everything I'm saying here in this video must apply both for you and your second half that is helping you to produce this baby. Even if it's your boyfriend, your husband, your spouse, whoever it is. You have to do this together. So get in line into the new rules and eat the same foods and do the same changes. That I really want to pay more attention during this phase to use Hi, Philly. To the use of more natural things. Pay attention to the type of soaps. If you can make your own soap, get to do that by yourself. If you can get rid of that ultra, that shampoo that is just containing a lot of great smell, but it's really far from being something that is healthy, understand that those substances are penetrating into your skin throughout your scalp and your body, and they're breaking down this balance that I was talking about right now. So anytime you're using Tupperware, plastic, warming up foods in the microwave, all of these things are absolutely contributing to this disbalance between those hormones. And we want to fix that and heal that as fast as possible. So that's tip number 5. Take care of your environment and heal that as well. Okay, so we have a guest here towards the end of the video because you couldn't wait for me to finish, right? Okay, ladies, so I had to change up a little bit the atmosphere. As you can see, I am also a mother. I have 2 kids. I have Ethan that is 2.5 years old, and I have Lavi that is 14 months right now, and I'm still nursing him. Okay, so let's go back to tip number 6, the final one, and it really comes down to sugar, sugar, sugar. So this is the name of the game. What we really want to do here is to balance out your insulin resistance and inflammation that is in the body. This is basically the foundation of infertility, and honestly, most of modern disease. It's not a surprise, okay? So whatever it is that you're choosing, that your journey is going to be like, whether you want to take that IVF and that IUI, do whatever you feel that is going to really benefit you and help you most than anything else out there. If you're going to implement the tips that I'm giving in this video and in my channel overall, you can definitely benefit from that and prevent from those painful treatments and medications. And I can tell you that this can all be done with a natural way So before you go to all of the other opportunities that you have to increase your odds, please try the natural way before, because I can promise you that you and your baby will benefit way more from a natural approach than from a medicated approach. So consider that first. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video and you wanted me to produce more of this kind of content, I am here for you. Let me know in the comments what is your journey looking like and what would you need help with in order to get yourself going and make this pregnancy happen. I am here to support you. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like and subscribe to my channel and support this channel to grow. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.